Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro by Mapper Forward, friends. Today on the podcast, why should you have a website? Now, I know that most people would think that this was not really a question that was necessary, particularly given that we're 12 months plus into a pandemic and people have realized that your online business is so important. But there are people out there that are still questioning whether it's viable to have a website, given that for some people who haven't got the technical skills to create a website of their own, it may get a little pricey, it may cost you some money to have somebody create a website for you. So today on the podcast, we're going to talk about why you should consider having a website and what function it serves in your business. Now, simply put, your website is a virtual storefront for your business. It gives people that have the address of your website a way to visit what you're all about. And your website can house a number of things that tell your customers about your business. So it can house your culture statements, it can house your mission statements, it can house your product information, it can house your digital online store, it gives people a way to buy your products, to contact you, communicate with you. Everything that people can do in your store, they can do online except touch your products if they're not digital products and actually take a receipt of non-digital products. So for those of you who operate a brick and mortar store, why would you need a website? Well, because times are shifting, because times have shifted, and you want to adapt to the new consumer behavior models that are out there. So people are looking for ways to engage your business where perhaps they may feel a little bit weird going outside of their homes, even this deep into a pandemic. Now, as a bit of a caveat here, I want to quickly talk about, but isn't the world getting back to normal? That's up in the air. What we do know is that people want the world to get back to normal. People want the world to be post-pandemic world, which they hope looks a little bit like pre-pandemic world. But as we always do here at Map It Forward, we're preparing you to be proactive to the future and not reactive to the future. If I was to hedge my bets, I would say it's at least 2 or 3 years before the world comes back to any kind of normal. And I want to encourage you, if you don't have a website and if you are just hedging your bets on the fact that the world will be back to normal in no time, that okay, stick with that strategy, but prepare for the fact that it might not be. So what should you include on your website? Your website should include things that help your customers understand everything they need to understand quickly and concisely about your business. Things like what you're selling, where you're located, who you are, and what your value statements are. Those are 4 important things that help people very quickly understand whether they want to engage in your business or not. Now, the other really important thing that your website should be able to do is help people execute on a call to action in 1 click, 2 at the very most. So you don't want to make it so that they have to click and then click and then click and then click before they get to a point where they can buy your product. It's important that people can easily navigate your website and easily find what it is they're there for. So if people are trying to find a way to get in contact with you, it needs to be really obvious how they get in contact with you. So having a page that is in the home menu called Contact Us makes it really easy for people to understand, oh, this is how I get in contact with my favorite cafe or my favorite roaster by clicking on the Contact Us page. if they want to know what you're about. Having an About Us page quickly helps people get to the place that they need to get to understand what it is you stand for. Having a store helps direct people in one click to your online store so that they can learn how to buy products from you. And then when you create each product in your store, making sure that people know what you're selling quickly, what that product is very quickly, and how they will take delivery of that product is super important. Now, there are regions of the world in the coffee industry who are only just starting to really tap into this idea of a website. And if that is you and you need some help with this, consider joining our small business mastermind group. We already have one that is already established, and it is best suited time zone wise to the Middle East and to Europe. And we're just starting a new one that's tailored to Central and South America, as well as North America. Both of the group times work for Asia and Australia and New Zealand. So if that's something that you want to partake in, check out the show notes for the link and consider how it might be able to help you get things up and running today. I hope this has been helpful, friends. Peace, love, and peanut butter. Have an amazing rest of your day.